Happy Thanksgiving. I think we're on video 3. You can see after letting it sit for a while, it's still very wet. I let it sit for about 2 or 3 minutes, and it's very wet. And you can see this is now time to start scrubbing, because then you can really get into all those areas where it's hard, because sometimes the poop does stick to the glass and you got to scrape it. That's why I got my scraping tools. But this one wasn't terrible because, again, I do this every couple of days. One more thing I forgot to show you that I do, not just the top, but the watered containers and everything. They can contain mites, and unless you're cleaning your bottles all the time, you can get mites and other crap on there because they pee on top of their water bottles. Some of y'all got these advanced water systems, which I wish I would have done myself. And I was planning on it if I was going to stay in the business, but I'm retiring. I love the idea of using gravity-fed water. Makes things a lot easier on you. But anyway, back to the cleaning. Basically, I spray down. Hook, line, and sinker. I mean everything. I don't play. I soak the snot out of it, because the truth of it is, this will soak off. Then if you want, you can wipe the bottle right off nice and clean. Sometimes they look like brand new. But back to this. I'm a cheapskate. I ain't gonna lie. You guys want to call me what you want? I'm a cheapskate. And I've showed a lot of y'all how to do things, and well, some of y'all do it, and then some of y'all don't. Paper towels are expensive. I do not play games. I don't have money for this because I don't have government funding or any of that. And I am open to the public, so I gotta keep it up pretty good. Not saying that things are always perfect, because there's a lot of stuff to do for one guy. But the truth of the matter is, I got a lot of things I gotta do, and I try and do it right, and I try and do it the cheapest way I can. So there you go. There is my paper towel. It takes usually about 2 of these to get a good wipe off of a good aquarium. So what I do is I'll put one on each side, basically. I put my hand on this one, or crumple it up, hold it like that, and then I grab the other one and I start doing my wipe down. I don't have a third arm that I can use this to hold the video, but you get the idea. I start with the lip, work my way across. I do the outside of the aquarium with 1 sheet of paper. It actually works out nice. The second sheet of paper, I do the other 2 sides. Then I grab 2 more sheets of paper and try to do the inside. Usually it takes about 3 because there's a lot more water that's held in the corners, because I soak my aquariums down. And I got to repeat this process probably 40 times. It takes me about an hour and a half to 2 hours, sometimes 3, depending on how slow I'm moving. But you're only seeing 1 aquarium, but I still got to bang out the rest of them, because when I don't talk, I can fly through these. But I'm doing this because I'm trying to show you the proper way to flip a tank in my eyes. And this is how I do it, So if there's any questions after this on how I clean or do things, you can refer to my videos, because I don't change. This is how I've been doing this for a long time. That's why I give up a lot of sacrifices, like Thanksgiving, Friday nights hanging out with my friends and other crap. But anyway, I got to get to this because this stuff is drying, and I don't want the chemicals to dry on, or I'd have to literally do the tank wet all over again. But I do spray down the bottles, and I do spray down the food dish, which I failed to do, and now I'm looking for my spray bottle, and I lost track of it. Alright, anyway, I also do the food dish too, because the real fact of the matter is, they pee in it, they poop in it, and it's nasty. So what I do is I let that sit for a little while, and then what I'll do is I'll flip it over after I let it sit for a little while, and then I spray the bottom of the thing down, because again, stuff gets stuck in here too. And I'm not saying it's always perfect. You may not get every little thing. But the real fact of the matter is, if you do it like this once a month, you should never have a problem. And I do this at least 2 or 3 times a month, and I've got a few friends that help me out too. So I got to get to wiping, and hopefully you'll see a nice clean cage when we're all finished. Okay, after a couple minutes, I flipped it, and you can see it's a good looking cage, and that's how it's done. Easy enough.